the gods have shined on us. Look, it's quite nice. So this is not the red arrows, is it? You say it's the blue arrows?
Yeah, the pink arrows.
The pink arrows, all right. So it's got a bit of a gay thing going on here today. The pink arrows. Whether they're all true gay pilots, no, I'm not sure.
The red arrow, yeah.
They're the red arrows, yeah.
Yeah,
all right. So I don't think I've never seen the red arrows live before, so I'm looking forward to this. And there was an accident in Worthing a few years ago where I think one of the wings clipped the other one, and someone died. I think, didn't it?
The only problem with an air show is you can't really watch it because you can't see air.
Over there in the distance, I'm not sure if you can see it, that is actually France. Not Dunkirk, Calais, Boulogne, Dieppe. About 30 miles away, I think.
There you go, there's your blue arrows. You scared the seagulls, there's more pollution in the air. One of them crashed a while ago, didn't they?
Yeah,
remember?
I think so.
Some years ago, yeah.
I think it was Shoreham or Rotherham, there we go.
How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is it 8 of them? 8 of them. Here they come. Known as the Mile High Club.
So that's William Harvey, who discovered blood circulation apparently. Also a local boy from Folkestone. So today we're seeing the Red Arrows, which is probably the best known flying display team in the UK. I think they've got an unblemished safety record. So apart from a few years ago there was an accident, I think there was a fatality in Worthing down the road from here. And Germany a few years ago there was a terrible accident, I think it was the Italian Air Force, where there was a couple of fatalities I think. So since then they've re-gone through the safety proceedings. So we're not too far from the Channel Tunnel where that goes under. Amazing technological achievement. And before that opened, they used to have the Townsend Thorazine and Sea-Link car ferries, which you go.
And the hovercross.
And the hovercross here as well.
Sea Cats, yes.
Sea Cats, sorry, Sea Cats, all of which has gone now. Am I right in saying it's the Eurotunnel which has put that out of business? Do you reckon?
Yes, but it was also the harbour down there was also getting very old and outdated.
Right.
So
I see.
It wasn't big enough. It wasn't fit for purpose anymore.
So I think it used to go from Folkestone to Dieppe, or was it, or Folkestone to Zeebrugge?
Folkestone to Boulogne.
Folkestone. is where, if you ever go in the sea, you notice there's a drop, a very, very sudden drop. And I think it's where there used to be cliffs here at one time. And it dropped so suddenly. I mean, if you go into Brighton Beach down there, it's not the same. It's a gradual sort of, gradually goes down. But here it drops suddenly, which tells me there was probably cliffs here at one time. That's Dover over there in the distance, where you can still go to France from there. But as I say, the Channel Tunnel puts a lot of these boats out of business, and they're talking about putting a third tunnel in now. My friend who works for them says. It goes around to Dover, the White Cliffs, as made famous by Vera Lynn.
Doing that.
Play a tune almost, doesn't it? There'll be bluebirds over the White Cliffs of Dover. Think of how many invaders have seen that. The Romans, the Saxons, the Vikings.
Let's ride, let's turn up the tide in
So as you see, this is where the train used to come into the port. And this road here was where you used to board the boat, which the two companies that used to run it was Townsend Thoresen and also Sea Link. So you used to go across to France. Dover's still open. Dover's way over there, and there's just you see a ship over there, way out. But yeah, so I think about 20 years ago this closed down. But you can see this is where the trains used to come in. And they've still got the rails here, so you could embark here. Still here now. It's all just restaurants, very expensive ones at that. And they've even got the control tower, whatever you call it, for the locomotives still there. Not such a bad place. They've even got some of the old carriages here, which are now seafood places. Folkestone the way it used to be. There used to be a fun fair here. You can probably remember all this then, Simon.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. The dome, gotta remember the dome, look at that. So there's no fun fair here at all now, it's all gone.
Yeah.
What a shame.
Build these tower blocks all along the...
All for commercial interests. Look at that horrendous thing over there. See the lights of France over there in the distance.
Oh, what a tripod.
So that's where the docks used to be when you used to take the Sea Link car ferry to France, but now it's all... So big money speculators have come in and they want to build hundreds of apartments there. Wouldn't be so bad if they were attractive apartments, but these things are
hideous.
Just absolutely hideous, aren't they? But I think you're a bit volatile personally, being so close to the sea like that, because you know I'm not saying it's going to be a tidal wave, but I wouldn't want to be there when one came. One of those things. And they're not cheap, are they? Those?
No, they're millions.
Millions. There you go. You're looking at millions.
They're for the rich dudes in London.
The rich dudes in London who have got money to throw away. In the Dungerland in Norfolk, beautiful county, virtually an island. You go through Essex, you go through Suffolk, and you come into Norfolk. And there's the Wash there, which, as I say, ancient forestation. And it's even been said that they can pick up like fishing nets from hundreds of years ago, where the people used to fish. You know, you're probably looking at long before the Anglo-Saxons came to Britain, you know, more than 700, 800 years ago. So that's it with the Earth and geology. Nothing's in stasis, is it? It's always moving, and Pangaea, or what it was, a massive continent once was, the tectonic plates move, and we're left with what we've got today. And you were saying, Simon, that the silt and the mud that they took from Eurotunnel is now in what place?
It's now called Samphire Hoe.
Samphire Hoe, and that's where they put it. It's now
Yeah, between Folkestone and Dover.
yeah, and it's like a nature reserve apparently.
It is.
I'd like to go and see it. Because in London there's also a new line called the Elizabeth Line, or Crossrail, and took out all sorts of ancient artefacts from there, and bodies from Saxon times and Roman times. It's a nice day. Out there in the distance you can see, if you're lucky, what's known as the Martello Towers, constructed, where are they? Constructed during the Napoleonic Wars to deter Napoleon invading Britain. Fortunately never did that, but that was the idea of the Peninsular Wars, I believe. Perfect heart. How romantic.